Welcome back, guys. This is Vol back here once again with another episode of our RouletteLocke. I believe we're up to episode 11, I want to say. I think it is anyway. I've been known to mess up which episode we're up to. Anyway, so let's jump back right in. So last episode we got to Rock Tunnel. We got Zazu evolved up to Golbat. We have Indigo getting up there and doing some work, and just generally a fairly balanced team so far, so I'm pretty happy with it. Anyway, so goals for this episode, I'd love to be able to get through Rock Tunnel today, but you know, that might be tricky with the Pokemon we have, and I'm not 100% confident on making it through unscathed. So anyway, let's hope my feeling proves to be wrong, and let's get through here nice and safe. I do have plenty of meds, as I said last time, so hopefully we can get through here. Anyway, I'm going to probably run through most of these things. Did I get my first encounter in here? Probably right. Anyway, if I didn't, I'm going to forfeit it. I mean, whatever, it's fine. I was probably just going for the Zazu evolution anyway. I mean, the only thing I can get in here that I'd realistically want would be probably like, this guy has Slowpoke here, Slowpoke. Yeah, the only thing I'd realistically want in here would be a Machop, but again, I'm not really all about that. If I was going to use a fighting type, I'd probably use one of the Hitmons. Alright, so let's get out of this. What are we going to go with against these Slowpokes? I'm going to lead either Indigo or Kentucky. Indigo might not be able to take much of a hit because Slowpoke is damaged, so I'm going to go with Kentucky here, and if I have to swap in, I can swap in. I know he's a Slowpoke, and I think one more. I might just be two Slowpokes, I'm not 100%. Anyway, yeah, there's only one Slowpoke. Alright, cool. No worries at all. Level 25. When I say no worries at all, I mean all the worries ever. I might sand attack this thing. It's probably the safest play. Yeah, Water Gun's going to be probably about 15. Wow, okay. So 12, so I'm not too far off, but 3-drop sand attack and I'll feel a bit safer. Although I can get my stupid amounts of bad luck I always get on every episode and just breaks through 17 layers of evasion drops and all that other crap. Look at this, I mean this is a 2-drop. And it's already like, is it 3-drop now? I think it's 3-drop, this is stupid. Alright, I'm going to use a super potion here. Not about losing Kentucky. Alright, yeah, finally get a miss. Alright, time to start putting some work in on this thing. No, go away. Alright. Quick, Gust is stab, so we'll go with Gust. I don't think I have any worry about priorities. God damn it, does no damage. Crap. Alright, I'm going to go Sand Attack and risk the switch into Pikachu. Remembering, of course, that it is a huge risk considering the contacts we're in here, because I feel like Confusion might take out Pikachu. I know we've got decent special, but I just don't want to test it too much. All right, let's Shockwave. I could Thunder Wave this thing; it'd be a safe move, but I think 2-shot. Yeah, it's gonna be close to a 2-shot. Uh-oh, this is dangerous. Come on, live it. Oh, and Confused. Yeah, I'm not staying in. Simple as that. Yeah, see, this is the risk I take with putting Pikachu in here. I'm gonna go back into Kentucky so we can split the experience nicely. That should be much easier to take it out. Now let's see what Quick Attack does, just out of interest. About the same as a Gust, so it's not really much of a muchness, really, isn't it? All right. Yeah, see, Slowpoke's just, they're such a dangerous Pokemon. They're always like underdone. If you've got anything that's super effective against it, you know, you tend to kind of think, oh yeah, whatever, it's just a Slowpoke, but they're so bulky and they're so bloody powerful. Doesn't matter if they're slow as anything. I mean, if you go second, whatever, you're going to get hit anyway every turn, so if you can survive a couple of turns, you're going to do some serious work. And you're level 17 coming in there on Indigo, and eventually it'll be viable. I'll get through Rock Tunnel, and I'll be beelining straight to that to Celadon to pick up both my Leaf Stone and my Thunderstone. I'm super pumped for that. Alright, this girl has I think she has Bulbasaur and Oddish, or Ivysaur and Oddish, or something like that. So we'll stick with Kentucky here. Oh, yeah, we'll stick with Kentucky. We always have Zazu as well in the back if we get any sort of poisoning type things going on. I'm pretty sure it's just an Oddish, an Ivysaur, or a Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur? I'm gonna say Bulbasaur. So there's the Oddish. Yeah, I really would like a Wing Attack or an Aerial Ace for this thing. I mean, I really should have taught Aerial Ace to Pidgeotto, if I'm honest, but you know, it is what it is. I think I have a couple of Parrot Heals left. I think I have like 3 or 4. Anyway, that'll be fine. I'll take the hits and I'll swap into Zazu for Bulbasaur. Yeah, so yeah, Rock Tunnel can be a problem if you're not really careful, especially with the explosion, self-destruct Pokemon coming up that I know are there and are threatening as anything. So yeah, it's Bulbasaur and go into Zazu, but I'll use Riffraff for those, and we'll use Riffraff as a bit of a blockade to those. It can eat up hits like nobody's business, so that's what we'll do. Oh yeah, I'm happy with this Golbat. This is nice. Zazu is becoming huge, I reckon. It's going to be there for a very long time, and I know I can't get a Crobat until National Dex, which is, what, after the Elite Four? So, you know, it's what it is. Alright, this guy has, I believe he's the Charmander dude, and Cubone dude? I can't remember what this guy has. I know there's one, yeah, there's a Charmander one. Alright. What do we got? Kentucky, yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah, this Charmander will actually probably body my Kentucky bird, if I'm honest. Whoa, more than I thought it would do. Oh, yeah, I ain't staying in. Let's go Golbat here. Golbat should hit and outspeed Charmander, so no problems. Probably like what, 15? Yeah, 10 only, so nice. Alright, so jump into this Aerial Ace, probably maybe 2 hit. No, nice and 1 hit. Nice and 1 hit. What am I even talking about? I should underestimate Zazu. Zazu is a beast. Alright, Cubone, let's use the Riffraff here. I want to use Riffraff. I really want to get this thing up to be an absolute threat. Because obviously I've got Charmeleon's training in the Erica's gym to come up, so that's a nice little spot to use that. And I'm not sure, because obviously I have the option of a couple of rules coming up with the first Rocket Hideout and also Erica, so I guess it doesn't really matter with which order we get them in. I mean, the rules don't really often apply to, I guess they apply to sort of both gym leader fights and boss battles. So I guess it's kind of much for a muchness. Now, I have been talking about Pikachu and how long I have to have it for, and it is, reading the rule, it is only for Erica and probably the 2 Rocket boss battles, because that's the order I tend to go in. But that's alright. I think still by then that's going to be a lot of training put into Indigo, and I think it'll probably be quite useful by that stage. Now, before I forget again, I'm going to go into my bag and use some meds on the Pidgeotto. Alright. So let's get a Parry Heal as well. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about this. Yeah, 5 Parry Heals, that's plenty. I'm kind of worried about this Kentucky bird because I kind of want it to have a few more levels and a decent move, because then it's really power. Alright, so this is the first of our nasty trainers, and we're gonna put Riffraff in the front here. Absorb still, it's its best stab move, but once we get Erica, that's why I might pick up Erica as quickly as possible. I think I might do Erica first, now that I think about it. Especially with, actually no, we've got like Charmeleon to use there, we've got Kentucky, we've got Zazu, we've got a lot of Pokemon to beat Erica. Erica really is not going to be an issue for us. Well, for me, not for you, I don't know about you guys. Anyway, so I'm not really worried about Erica, so I might do that for some nice free experience, and I probably will battle those trainers just because I'm going to body them so quickly, and it'll be just such easy, safe training across the board, so we'll do that. We might use Pikachu in the, Raichu in the Rocket Den. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do with that one. Do I want to fight you? I don't really, yeah, I'll take you on. You're nice and you're easy experience. Now, I was talking about the self-destruct threats here, but I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. Chop's annoying, but I should be able to cut through this thing pretty quickly. Excuse the pun. Yeah, so I do want to use my, if I think about, if I really want 2 flyers on the team, like I'm not sure if this Golbat can get fly even. I think it can, but yeah, I'm not 100% on that one. Anyway, I'll obviously I'll need a flyer, and you know, if I go back can't learn it, I'm kind of have to give it up. I think so, and that'll in place for obviously Pidgeotto if it stays around. So that's another thing I'll have to sort of do a bit of research on now that I think about it. Anyway, so yeah, while I'm just sort of going through some of these trainers, I wanted to talk a little bit about future plans and things like that, and if you know, any feedback. Again, I know this isn't going to be seen for a while by the masses or whatever, but I want to sort of get some feedback on other things, other projects I'm going to be working on, because obviously my main series on this channel is going to be working through each of the gens, and I might even do a couple of Gen 1 games, like I might go back and do Pokemon Yellow and do the same sort of RouletteLocke type thing. I'm going to make each gen have their own set of rules and things like that. I'm also going to eventually compile a set of rules that will apply across any game, just so I can do ROM hacks with them. So the main series will be these RouletteLockes and things like that. But I'm just sort of kind of want to throw a few ideas out there and sort of bounce them off people and see what you guys think in terms of like, you know, obviously side series or, you know, other main series we do here. So like obviously I think the RouletteLocke format would work really well in co-ops or versus against other content creators and things like that. So I certainly want to look into that. Obviously not yet, because I don't have enough sort of a viewer base to sort of really validate myself as you know, something that brings something to the table apart from the content, which, you know, I'm really confident, I'm really happy with my content and with what I'm bringing to the table. But you know, that just has to get out there and has to be sort of spread around. And you know, I've got to remember this channel is, you know, barely a week old, so you know, I think I'm doing pretty well in terms of my video editing and the work I put in outside. Like, and that's the thing, I found the work on this channel and on the videos and video editing to be so easy to do. Like, you know, usually, you know, I'm a huge procrastinator. Like all through uni, I was a massive procrastinator and, you know, never got any work done on time and things like that. So it was really nice to sort of, you know, what people consider to be the, you know, the hard work of YouTube channels, like video editing and, you know, promotion. Like the worst thing for me is the promotion of the channel. Like in terms of you know, being on social. I'm not a massive social media fan, but you know, I have my accounts and things like that. But my own personal accounts. But you know, trying to sort of be a part of a community from a content creator, like you just don't get seen unless you put yourself out there a lot. So it's been an interesting experience, and that's probably the bit I find the hardest and probably the most not tedious, but I guess like a learning experience. Like for me to really just go and speak. I'm pretty sure you can see if I haven't advanced it all off screen, so I always get paranoid about that, like when I have to cut or, you know, life happens around me, like I can't just, you know, block out the world, so I have responsibilities. Anyway, so yeah, I always get paranoid that you guys think I'm cheating or whatever, because it is like a versus kind of format, and if I was just doing like normal Let's Plays and normal Nuzlocks and things like that, it wouldn't really matter, because you could just, yeah, it's still me playing the game. So yeah, as a versus format, I've kind of got to be true to what I'm actually doing on screen. So with that, I'm, you know, kind of being quite careful and things like that. I have to be careful about how many absorbs I use through here. Huh. How something 7 levels below me that's not traditionally very fast is outspeeding me. Goddamn Riffraff, you slow. You bulky, but you slow. I wonder what its nature is. Might have a look at that. Anyway, yeah, so I've got to be a bit careful about my PP here and stuff like that. I think I'll be okay. I think there's only a couple more hikers in my way. I think there's one main one who I'm probably going to try and dodge. Oh, the Graveler's got good XP. I'm not sure about that. Like, I'll check him. If I have any ethers, I'll fight him, but yeah, I'll have to be a bit careful. Because absorb's obviously pretty much it for me. So yeah, let me just quickly check my item and see if I have any ethers hanging around. I'm pretty sure I would probably have one by now, right? Ether, yeah, there we go. I got one ether, so we're sweet. So let's go fight this guy. What's this? Escape rope. I've got so many escape ropes. I mean, I barely ever use them because you just, when you're trying to progress, linearly through the game, it's pretty rare to have to use an escape rope. I mean, I probably could have used one in Dig Up Cave a couple of times to make things, a few frames quicker or whatever, but yeah, here's what it is. Yeah, now Riffraff's getting a little bit ahead of the game, but that's alright, because I mean, there's there's a bit of the game where I'm not going to really have much use out of him, except for a backstop and a defensive wall, so that's okay. I'll stick with him for now and through here, and I'm not really concerned about him going too far ahead. As I said, obviously Erica's gym, and I'll probably use Charmeleon a fair bit through the rockets, as well as I'll probably also use Zazu because of the poison resist, as well as being quite a chunky mon. So I'll probably use Charmeleon and Pidgeotto through Erica, and Zazu for the rockets. So we'll see. Don't want to go that way. I want to go this way, and this. I'm not sure what this Picnicker has, or camp or whatever. Let me think. I might lead something different though. Obviously, she's not a hiker, so I can probably afford to lead Kentucky Bird, because I know Zazu's going to get a lot of work. So I'm not too concerned about getting Zazu all these levels now through here. So I'm going to favour Pidgeotto a bit when I can. Okay, so Jigglypuff. I fucking hate these things. They're just so bulky and so just troll. And then Double Slap. If you get Double Slap, it's just like, fuck me. Anyway, hopefully we're getting sung to all oblivion. I do obviously have... Damn, that's not good. Rollout is fucking scary. Shit. Alright. That is fucking problematic. Okay. I'm gonna have to go straight to Riffraff here and sleep this thing, because it's the only real option I have. Because Rollout on a, what is it doing to Riffraff? It's only doing that amount, but I'm gonna sleep this thing just as a safety net, because don't fuck about, like, my entire team's weak to Rollout, and Pikachu is the only one isn't. Obviously it's Riffraff and Pikachu isn't, but I mean it's frails and everything, so I'm not really gonna use him as a as my savior. So anyway, yeah, thank Christ for Riffraff. Honestly, it's it's such a huge safety net. Anyway, now I did say right at the start of all these roulette locks that I was wasn't PG and things like that. Listening back, I've been pretty bloody PG. I mean, it's honestly through it's not been deliberate or anything like that. I usually am a pretty foul mouth and whatever, but I guess just through doing lots of presentations for school and things like that, I've had to kind of obviously curb my my expletives and things like that. So anyway, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll still pop one out here and there, but I guess just being recorded and things like that and trying to, speak to you guys, it's just kind of been a bit more formal. But believe me, don't worry, if I ever do a co-op or things like that, I'll be throwing out the trash talk like there's no tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, so I just got a good little opportunity to use Indigo there, which was nice. I'll swap back into Pidgeotto here for this Meowth. Meowth, yeah, we've had a few issues with the high level of Meowth, but I think this won't be too much of an issue for Kentucky Bird. Alright, let's go with a Gust. I really, really would like a new move for Kentucky, and I'm not sure when it gets one. It's probably due for one though, if I'm honest. So that Growl makes it probably another 2-shot. Well, probably still a 2-shot anyway, but Payday. It's such a troll move. Actually, that'd be such a good move for a versus. Just like if you had a really high physical attack mon with Payday. Obviously, I think Meowth basically anyone that learns it, but like, you can imagine if you just have a high physical attack, so you just Payday everything, and you have so much money. It'd be so nice for a versus to be able to buy the extra meds for late game. Anyway, alright, so I'm going to have to switch back into Riffraff to be my first mon here. Yes, I know it's getting fair way ahead now, but that's alright. I've explained how I'm going to sort of work my way around that. Am I going to fight my rival straight away? I don't think so. It's, I'm going to get the Raichu, I'm going to get the Vileplume, and I'm going to do a few things in Celadon first. Just because obviously he's a few Pokemon that can be threatening for me just fresh out of Rock Tunnel. Like, I don't really want to go play around with a Pikachu into the Gyarados. I'd much prefer it be a Raichu into the Gyarados, as well as this Pidgeotto. Yeah, I'm not about being too stupid. Alright, so this has just been an awesome experience for Riffraff though. It's going to keep him right in the mix, and like almost level 30, and I don't really need to be much more than level 30 until like, you know, Koga Sabrina type area. What was that Pokemon? I don't know what it was. I didn't watch. Alright, well, hopefully it's not on my chop. It's a Graveler. Okay, good. I'm glad I stayed in. Let's absorb away. Maybe we won't even have to use an Ether here. I think there's potentially one... I think this is... From memory, this is the last Hiker. Anyway, just this basic absorb, this weak, like, low power absorb's been absolutely bodying these Hikers for me, which has been really good. So I'm getting through here nice and quick. Now, I have remembered that I have filmed this in 2 parts, so I do know that I have only 17 minutes, so another 10 minutes of this episode. Now, I am going to take on this guy, because I'm not sure what he has, but I think I should be fine. I don't think he's another fire trainer, is he? Can't remember what he is. Slowpoke. I don't like Slowpokes. Anyway, this one's a lot weaker, so hopefully we take this one out without too much issue. Probably about... Dang, it's so bloody strong! Alright, I'm going to sand attack this thing again. I wish I didn't fight this guy, because Slowpokes are a fucking problem. Alright, Confusion. I leave another Confusion. Confusion is probably the most powerful move that I'm worried about. I leave it. Alright, so one more sand attack, and then I have... If I take one more hit, I will Super Potion and use Kentucky for the rest of this fight. So, hopefully it doesn't ground me too much more, because otherwise I'll just draw this out like nobody's business. Alright, Confusion, good, nice and miss. I always find that Confusion always hits a bit more than it's just got really accurate. I don't know why. Like, I've always just thought that it's a bit more accurate through evasion dropping moves. I don't know why, but it's just sort of always a feeling I've had. Come on, you're almost dead. Why draw this out? I mean, it's probably only going to be two turn anyway, so no problems. Come on. Why delay the inevitable? Alright, so hopefully he doesn't have number 2 Slowpokes, otherwise I will be switching. No doubt about that. I'll probably go into... I don't know, maybe Pikachu can do some work. Maybe. If they're low enough, and yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. Yeah, not Slowpoke. So I don't think he's going to be able to one-shot, obviously the level 25 Slowpoke didn't one-shot, so obviously I outspeed and maybe 2-shot on these things, I think. And as long as I don't get too much damage on it, I should be alright to use this Pikachu. We'll see. Alright, what do we got? Over half. Ooh, nice and crit. Nice and crit. Indigo showing its worth. That's almost level. Nice. 3 Slowpokes. Probably not what I wanted. Alright. This is definitely a 2-shot. If it doesn't crit again. If it crits again, I'm in love. Alright, so nothing too strong. Nice and tackle. Damn, that does some damage. I was like, damn, that's a crit. Oh wow, non-crit. Anyway, crit probably doesn't kill me unless I get a high roll crit, but I don't know. That's good training for Indigo, another level there. Just trying to sneak levels, obviously, on him when I can. So yeah, obviously when it's a Raichu, it's a lot more bulky than it is now. Alright, so I want to skip these things, do I? I don't know what I want to do with these things. I might use some Super Potions though. Just because. I might use 2. I might use one on Indigo just in case. I think some of these trainers have Pidgeys. Now I know I'm going through a lot of trainers here, but because of the rules I'm having to sort of deal with, obviously I now have to train a Lapras as well. I basically can't afford to muck around with trainers. I need to use them when I can to make my team kind of nice and evenly balanced and things like that. Bellsprout's a nice Pokemon. I don't really remember what these trainers have because I quite often skip these things because they're towards the back end of Rock Tunnel. I usually by this stage, if I'm doing a speed run or whatever, or you know some sort of Nuzlocke or versus type thing, I skip these trainers to sort of keep the momentum and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not really 100% sure on what these things have, but I'm pretty sure there's Pidgeys and grass trainers and things like that. And hopefully not too many Jigglypuffs because I hate those things, as you can probably, as I've already said this episode. Anyway, so this is some good some good Kentucky bird training. Alright, what do we got? Clefairy. Yes, I will change, and I'm going to go into Zazu. I know I said I wouldn't train this thing too much, but I'm, I love it. It's going to do a lot more damage to Clefairy than Pidgeotto will with Aerial Ace, so I'll do that. Okay, that's competitive strats here. Let's see how it pays off. Oh god damn it! This is Cute Charm as a. I hate it. I hate Clefairy. And it's just trying to go for more stall tactics. Alright, breakthrough.
Listen!
Anyway, so I would definitely want to get through Rock Tunnel here for my last little bit. I think I only have two more trainers I have to fight, I believe. I think there's the one down below, and actually, have I fought one or two yet? So then there's one, and there's the one before the exit, isn't there? Yeah. So it shouldn't take me too long here now, which will be good. And then I'll stop in the Poké Center there, and then that leaves me with Erica for the next episode, and potentially starting on the Rocket Hideout. Oh, nice and crit for that quick attack. Damn, nice. Yeah, so I'll probably do Rocket Hideout. I'll bit half of Rocket Hideout maybe, and Erica's Gym next episode. But definitely, I reckon we'll almost certainly get a rule next episode, which would be nice. I might stay in with Kentucky here. I think you can take the Rattata. Only level 19. I don't know why they're so low at the moment. Anyway, we'll go Quick Attack. It seemed to do so well last time. Hyper Fang probably does about 20. Almost 20, 17. Yeah, so a couple of rules coming up, like probably 2 in quick succession. So there's a chance that some things could go desperately wrong for either you or I. So we'll see. Anyway, so one more Rattata. We'll stay in with our Kentucky bird. Hopefully he has a Pidgey at the end. Or she has a Pidgey at the end, and we'll use Pikachu for that one. Anyway, so I think I've only got another probably 3 or 4 minutes in here, and then we'll call that an episode. But I'm pretty happy with the progress I've made. Rock Tunnel in one episode, and without too many troubles. So it's been good. It's been a good episode. Certainly hasn't slowed me down too much. I know I have the Lapras coming up, and I'm going to try and pick up that thing as soon as possible. So what I might actually do is, next episode, pick up that Lapras as well. With after I do Erica, I'll go pick up that Lapras. I think once you have access there, as long as you have to do Silph Scope first. Okay, never mind. So I'll do that, obviously. I'll go and get, I'll have to do the Rocket Hideout. Anyway, that's okay. Not a drama. We'll run away from this thing. I think one more trainer fight and we're out of here. Yeah, this one, that's it. Nice. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with that Rock Tunnel. I thought it would be a lot more difficult, but it was all good in the end. Flash has certainly been a lifesaver. It's been a lot less fumbling around the dark. Yeah, so I think my usual strategy is to go to Rocket Hideout and Erica at roughly at the same time. It doesn't really matter which order I do them in. I then go straight away to the Pokemon Tower, and then I go straight to do the Silphco as well. So I do all the rocket bit in the middle there, and before I even do Sabrina and Koga. That's usually the way I do it, and I know my way around the Silphco pretty well, so certainly the important bits anyway, where the bed is, where the card key is, and where the rival battle is. So I know all that sort of stuff pretty quickly, and then I usually just clear out the place floor by floor, depending on how much experience I need, which I will imagine will be a fair bit with Lapras, so that's going to take me a while, but that's okay. At least I know what I'm doing, and we'll do it efficiently. And I know to bring a lot of antidotes, because that place is riddled with poisonous Pokemon. Alright. Yeah, so we'll stick with... I really wanted to switch there. Anyway, never mind. Doesn't matter. We'll just finish off Kentucky here. Clean up with Kentucky and we'll be out of here. So yeah, as I said, I'm really happy with how I've gone. I'm not sure if I'll fight the guys outside here yet. Come on. Could have at least sent it into Pikachu, would have been nice. Whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, so the guys outside here are a bit of extra training, but I can probably afford to skip those guys. And then move straight. Yeah, and the route to the west of Lavender, I can probably afford to skip. Is there Abras there? I want to say there's Abras or Kadabras there. Huh. I'm going to have to check that out because I'm not 100% on that. I might check my Pokedex as I'm on my way out. Anyway, so we're just about at the time for the episode to end, but I'm through the tunnel now, which is nice. And I think I have to dodge one guy here, and then we're good. Nice. Perfect. So that was a really smooth rock tunnel. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, so anyway, let's get healed here, and I'll call for a stop in just a minute. Alright, so we will hold it right there. Okay. So once again, guys, thank you so much for making it through another episode and continuing to support. And yeah, please let me know where you guys are in terms of you know, how far through the game you are and how these rules have set you back or helped you out or whatever it is. Yeah, please interact with me. Sounds so desperate. Please love me. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, and yeah, I'm out.